Well, hey there, Patrick James here, and today I'm gonna yell at you for being a baby back bitch.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm gonna yell at a lot of the people who have been sending me stupid ass questions as of late. Let me just dive right into it because I've got zero tolerance for this shit. All right. Back in the past, in my early days of being a dating coach slash YouTuber, I would indulge these types of questions. I would answer every question to the best of my ability, but I have reached a point. I've reached the point where it's the last straw, where I'm literally just like done, right? 150 videos in, I'm like, I can't handle these types of questions anymore. So this video, you might get some value out of it. In fact, you're gonna get some value out of it, but it's gonna be more of me just fucking ranting and like giving you some motivation to get out there and fucking start taking action. Because here's the thing. The other day, I got a question from a guy named Paul sent to me via email, and he asked, how do you get a girl who seems to have a boyfriend?
That's a stupid ass question.
All right, and I'll get to this in a second. I'll get to this question in a second, but I also want to point out another question I got via YouTube comment on my video that I uploaded a couple weeks ago about texting, which, dare I say, might be the best video on texting women uploaded to the internet, especially uploaded to YouTube. I know that for a fact because I've seen every video out there, and I know that mine happens to be the best because I got the best examples, etc., etc. But this person left a question: can you give other examples of interrupting people's patterns? Is there some sort of blueprint to apply in different situations?
That's a stupid ass question.
All right, let me start with this one, and then I'll get to the first one about getting a girl who has a boyfriend. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about in this is, bro, did you even watch the video? Like, did you even watch the video about how to text girls and get them out on a date with you? Because if you watch the entire 20-minute video, the best video on YouTube for sure about texting women, then you will know that I pointed out the exact blueprint. In fact, I gave you 3 exact texting examples from me sending the first text to getting them out on a date and having sex with them. I told you every single text that I sent, why I sent it, laid out the framework. Like, what more do you want from me, dude? Like, do you want me to just upload a new example every single day? Like, here you go, here you go, here you go. Like, I could do that, but I have a feeling, just a little feeling in the pit of my stomach that it still wouldn't be enough, all right? It still wouldn't be enough because you're falling under probably the most common fallacy that most people fall under when they try to undertake any new venture in life, whether it's getting really good with girls, whether it's starting a business. A lot of people fall into this gap, right? This little gap. Like, if this is point A or point B and this is point A where you want to be, right? And this is like up here and this is like down here and you're down here and you want to figure out how to get up here, right? And then there's a gap in the middle. It's like the old video game Mario, where you're just running through the level and you got to jump over the gap, right, to get to the other side. And the reason people keep falling into the gap and falling short and not reaching point B, like the other place that they want to get to, where the air is crisp and the women are beautiful and there's plenty of money to be made, the reason you keep falling into the gap is because you keep thinking you need more information to get started. You keep thinking like, okay, this is cool. I can see this working in these situations, but what if this situation pops up, right? And that's where you get stuck. And because you don't know this situation, you don't get started, period, right? And this is why people keep falling into the gap, or they just never even get to the gap in the first place because they never get started in the first place, and they're still sitting in their bedroom thinking about talking to girls, trying to manifest the hot girl, but not actually going out and getting the hot girl. Bro, you gotta want it, right? You gotta want it so bad that you're gonna get off your ass and go out and get it. Plain and simple. So, whoever left, I don't even want to say your name, but whoever left this comment, you know who you are. I'm not gonna give you more examples about interrupting patterns. In fact, I want you to go rewatch the video, look at why I sent what I said, and listen to the explanations I gave, and then think of your own, bro, right? I gave plenty of room for you to come up with your own examples, and if you can't do that on your own, if you're not creative at all, if you don't want to put any brain power into this at all, then here's what I would recommend. Copy and paste the exact test messages that I showed you that are proven to work. And I know they're proven to work because they worked for me. Period. All right? So don't try to innovate on the advice I give you. Don't try to come up with every solution to every situation. Just take the little value that I gave and then run with it, right? You are the equivalent of a person who's stranded in the middle of the desert, right? Run with me here on this example. You're the equivalent of someone who's stranded in the middle of the desert. You're dying of dehydration. You desperately need some water. And then I come along on my high horse and I say, hey, here you go. Here's some water, right? Good water for me. It's kept me going through the desert. Here's some water. Take some. And you go, is the pH level basic? Like, I can't drink acidic level. Can we check the pH first? But what if this only lasts me 3 days and not 5 months, right? You're thinking too hard, bro. Just take the water, bro. That's it. Just take the value I give you and live your life, right? And if you go out and actually apply this, then you'll be able to ask me a better question. And here's how I know that you didn't actually take action on the advice I gave you. Here's how I know. Because if you actually did take action and you came across a situation where you truly didn't have the answer for my video, your question would have been 100 times better. In fact, it would have been a completely different question. It wouldn't have been, do you have other examples that apply to other situations? It would have been, yo, I tried this, then she said this, and I did what you said, but I kind of got lost there. What would you recommend? That's what the difference it would be. So this is how I know that you're not yet taking action, and I want you to go out there, start applying what I tell you. Take the fucking water, bro, and run with it. All right? So let's get on to the question I alluded to earlier that Paul, this sneaky motherfucker, Paul, he asked, how do you get a girl who seems to have a boyfriend?
Stupid ass question.
My question to you is, why do you feel like you need to get a girl who seems to have a boyfriend? Right? What's wrong with all the other girls who don't have a boyfriend? What's wrong with all the other girls who seem to not have a boyfriend, right? Because that's like saying, bro, Patrick, like, I understand you're going to teach me how to get really good at basketball, but listen, basketball's cool and all, and shooting three-pointers is cool and all, but I just want to learn how to dunk, bro. Like, just teach me how to take this ball and dunk it, right? I don't care about any of the other skills. I don't care about this little dribbling thing that they do. Just teach me how to dunk a basketball, bro. That's like what your question is asking me. And I'm not going to teach you how to dunk a basketball because, one, it's unnecessary. You can just put the ball in the hoop, bro. Just put the ball in the hoop, right? And you're adding extra obstacles, right? You're not getting down the fundamentals. You're going straight for the flashy shit, right? Why do you feel like you need to steal a girl from a boyfriend? Trust me, I've done it. It's not that glamorous. And I didn't do it by choice. I did it on accident. Because here's the thing. If I have to indulge your question, if I have to answer your question in any way, shape, or form, here's what I can honestly say. And this is like the oldest adage in the game, right? Came from David D'Angelo, the fucking original guru. David D'Angelo says attraction is not a choice. And I'll tell you that from personal experience. If a girl's attracted to you, regardless of if she has a boyfriend or not, she's attracted to you. And at that point, it's up to you to lead it through the windows of opportunity to actually like get her to a place where she's going to sleep with you behind her boyfriend's back. But at the end of the day, like, that's bad karma, bro. Why? Like, what if this guy has a gun? What if he walks in on you and he has a gun? Why are you trying to slam dunk before you can even dribble the basketball, right? Get the fundamentals down, right? Stop making it harder on yourself. Stop going for the girl who's automatically got obstacles set up in front of you, and start going for the girls who are equally as good and equally as good for you and can get you the same result, who are probably also single, okay? So I'm sorry, man. I'm about 10 minutes into this video, and I just had to get that off my chest. Like, those of you who have not yet gotten started and feel like you need to know the answer to every single situation, here's my answer to you. Before you even ask me that question, how do you get the girl who seems to have a boyfriend, right? Do you have any other examples that apply to different various situations? I would just challenge you to take the value that I'm giving you. If you're stranded in the desert and you're dying of dehydration, don't worry about the brand of water I'm giving you. Don't worry about the pH levels of the water I'm giving you. Just fucking take the water, dude, and drink it, right? That's all you got to do. Take the water and drink it. And I promise you this, if you ever do come up to a situation where you're like at a fork in the road. You follow my advice and it got you from point A to point B, and now when you get to point B, you're like, oh shit, there's a fork in the road. I could go this way or I could go this way, and I don't know which way to go. At that point, here's what I want you to do. I want you to choose a way, right? If you have direction A or direction B, just choose one and treat it like an experiment. So if you have a fork in the road and you go this way, well, we're going to find out really quick if this way worked, right? And if it doesn't work, next time, try this way. And then you just answered your own fucking question. There you go, my man. This is Pastor James. This has been a rant. This is raw dating advice in its rawest, purest form, obviously. I'm sorry, man. I was just a little bit angry in those last 2 questions. But if you liked my general advice and answers to these questions today, leave a comment below, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe if you want to keep up with my daily videos, new videos every day at 10 a.m. And I will see you tomorrow, my friend. Peace out.
Okay.
No more questions for you, bro.